In this episode, I want to go through everything about how to make an incredible offer. And when I say offer, it's what you present to your customers. What are they getting when they sign up for your service or when they talk to you on the phone? What to include, what to take out, how to say it so that you can convert way more sales and win more customers at a higher price than you currently are right now. Most pest owners aren't bad at sales. They just don't have a great offer. If you have a great offer and you're not good at sales, you can still make a ton of sales because of the offer itself. We've worked with a ton of pest control companies, and just by crafting the offer, changing a few things with the offer itself, we've seen it double conversion. A lot of owners are in the situation where they give out a lot of quotes. I was talking to an owner earlier and he was telling me about all these quotes he had out, and I was asking him like, hey, follow up with him? Have you heard back? He's like, I'm just waiting to hear back. We'll see if it happens. Most owners just send out quotes and there's no deadline, or they get a lot of people saying, I need to think about it. I need to talk to my husband. And they can never get people to make a decision on the phone or in person right then. A lot of owners run into people who are price shopping. And the key here is they're not actually price shopping. You just don't have a good offer. And we'll dive more into that. And a lot of owners also have the mistake and problem of way too many one-time services, and they're not converting people on recurring revenue. So if that's you, if you struggle with any of those things, one-time services, people saying they need to think about it, people need to talk to their spouse, having tons of quotes out and just chasing leads all the time, this is going to help you get more closes in your company without needing to do any sort of sales tactics or pressures or scripts or anything like that, just by crafting the offer itself. Let me go through 4 elements of an offer. When I say offer, I mean what you're giving to a customer. What is the customer getting if they decide to use you in your company? 4 elements of a strong offer. Number 1 is a discount. That's one of the biggest and strongest ones and easiest because it doesn't take any sort of skill or anything new. You just discount what they're getting. Everyone loves a good discount. If you think of Black Friday, everyone loves Black Friday because everything is cheaper than it typically is. And when things get cheaper, people get excited. So if you can discount your service, it makes your offer, your service, your company exciting because people love to get a deal and people love to shop. People love to spend money. You just got to give them a little nudge, a little reason why. And typically it doesn't even need to be a huge discount. So we'll dive into that. Number 2 is a guarantee. People love to feel safe. Sometimes money is scary to spend, or if it's a new company, it's a new experience, people love to feel safe. And so if you can put a guarantee on the offer, people will be way more willing to spend because they're getting it at a lower price and they're getting a guarantee that they know, hey, if this goes sideways or this goes wrong, I'm covered. Number 3, it's time bound, meaning it's not forever. Think about Black Friday again. What makes it so good is it doesn't last forever. If you knew that you could get that, whatever, Xbox or PlayStation or shoes or Apple product or whatever, anytime at that 30% off, you would have no reason to jump on it during Black Friday. But you know it's only going to last through the weekend. So that's why everyone buys. Everyone jumps on because there's a deadline involved. So it needs to be time bound. Number 4, scarcity. There needs to be a limit. If it's time bound but there's unlimited amount, then you could just wait. But if it's time bound and there's a limit, those two things go hand in hand to make it so people want to jump on it really, really quick and not wait at all. Those are the 4 aspects. Even if you just use 1 or even just 2 of those things, if you were to add a guarantee and it was time bound, or if you were to add scarcity and a discount, just 2 of them would make it great. If you do all 4, that can be an incredible offer and people will buy like crazy. You don't even have to touch your sales skills or your tone or your words or your close, any of that, just the offer itself. So let's go into it. I'm going to go through different scenarios. So door-to-door scenarios, inbound calls, and also upsell offers. So more outbound. So we have door-to-door where you're actually going, knocking on doors, offering people things proactively that didn't ask you to come to their door. How can we make a great offer for those people? Then we're going to do inbound calls. So people call you and you have a great offer for what you're going to give them. And then upsells. So you going to your current customers, whether in person or sending out a message, how can you create a great offer for those people? Okay. So for door-to-door, some of the keys are it needs to be discounted, it needs to be limited, it needs to be scarce, and there needs to be guarantee, like all those things. And you need to build off of what you already have. The best offers for door-to-door is, hey, we're in your area this week, so we can give you a discount if you sign up today. Essentially, that's what it is we're going to give you money off. We'll guarantee it. We'll come back anytime. If there's any issues, come back. We'll refund your money, whatever it is, and you get it, but it's only by this week. That's why door-to-door is such a powerful and effective way to market your company, because it builds off of every single aspect of the offer itself, of a grand slam offer. Is people know it's the whole Black Friday. People know it's time bound, there's a limited amount, and there's a discount, so let's sign up today. So if I'm knocking doors, if I just service 3 houses in a general neighborhood, and maybe it's 3 p.m. and I've got a few hours before my day ends, I can go sell 2, 3, 4 people in the neighborhood by using that kind of offer. So I'll go tell them, I'll say, hey, we're in your area until Friday doing houses in this neighborhood. Because I'm actually going to be here tomorrow, I can save you a ton of money. So rather than it being X amount, I'll do it for half price because I'm already going to be here. It doesn't cost me anything to just pop over here. It's like no gas at all. And I'll knock out everything. I'll do X, Y, Z, spiders, ants, scorpions around the house, list out your entire service. If there's ever issues, I come back for free. So I can do it tomorrow. Boom, here's the price. So you see how that touches on all those aspects of the offer. Let me give you the flip side. If you were to use just your current offer with none of those things, no discount, no guarantee, no scarcity, and basically go to the person and say, hey, I'm in the area. I service Tony next door and we do pest control. We've been doing this house for 3 years. Anytime we're around here, we'd love to help you out. Our services are $200 each time and we do the whole house. But yeah, we'll be at his house every 3 months. And so anytime you need us to just let us know. No scarcity, no discount, no guarantee, no urgency, no reason for the person to buy. So you see how those two just side-by-side examples, by having those aspects of a great offer, get people to buy. Not even really sales skills. It's not even pressuring anyone. It's not even about doing anything else. It's just making it more attractive and delicious to the customer. Then they jump on it. Let's go to inbound. So if people are calling you, they already have some level of interest, which is a lot easier than door to door. So they already have some interest, and there's a whole other aspect of, asking questions and exposing their pain and all those things. But having an offer, always want to have a discount. If you take nothing else from this, just incorporate discounts in your services, and don't discount from where you are currently. So if you currently do services for $120 a service, don't discount and go down to 100. That's not the goal here. Raise prices crazy right now. Go up to 250, go up to 300, discount off that. So you can still get ahead of where your prices currently are. So maybe you charge $120 per service right now, and instead of going lower, you say, hey, normally it's $300, but we're doing half price for new customers. $150. Boom. People sign up way faster. They feel like they're getting an amazing deal, which they are. And now you're making 30 more bucks per service because you use a discount on a higher anchor price. Don't go lower than you currently are. Anchor higher. So if someone calls in, we do our service, we tell them everything we do, and then we tell them, hey, typically it's $300 for everything I just explained to you. But the good news is we're doing a Memorial Day special. So just for this weekend, for new customers, we're doing 50% off. If we can come to your house by Friday, we'll take half the price off. You'll still get everything we do, and we will lock that price in as long as you're with us. Every 3 months when we come back, it'll be that discounted price. And the best part, Mrs. Customer, if there's any issues at all, if you see more bugs, if you're not satisfied with the job we did, we will come back for free until you are satisfied. So you let me know what day's best for you. Boom, that's it. That's a super enticing offer. It's hard to say no to that. You're touching on all those aspects of it's limited. There's a discount involved. There's a guarantee. It's really hard to say no to that. No one's going to be price shopping anymore. No one's going to be calling around anymore. No one needs to talk to their husband when there's such a great offer in front of them. So that's the difference between people saying, oh, I get leads from, Google or whatever, but they're always just price shoppers. They're actually not price shoppers. You just haven't given them something to jump on. Anyone would be a price shopper if there was just no end date involved. And so if I was just to tell a customer, hey, here's our price, here's what we do, of course I'll price shop. I'll go call 10 other companies and see what else do you guys offer, because there's no reason to buy from you today. But if you give me a discount, if you give me a limit, if you give me scarcity, if you give me urgency, I'm not going to price shop. I'm going to take you up on this because this is a great deal and a great offer right now. Incorporate some of these aspects of your offer, and you'll see price shoppers won't be a thing anymore. People need to talk to their spouse or think on it. That won't be a thing anymore because you've given them the best that there is. That's how you should do it for inbound calls, for upsells. So for current customers who are on a current plan, maybe they're on a general pest and you want to do a Mosquito upsell. We were just doing this with a current client. We crafted his offer and it was super, super cool to see. And you could see how just one offer can literally double or triple conversion. Same customer base, same number of people, but just a slightly different message, a slightly different package can boost conversion through the roof. So if I have 500 people on general pest control and I want to offer them my Mosquito service, here's what you should not do. A bad offer would be something along the lines of, hey, Mosquito service, Mosquito season's here. We do Mosquito services. We'll do your full property for mosquitoes. It's $79 a month, and we'll come spray the property and let us know if you ever need it. We can add it on anytime. Very, very weak. And you can kind of hear, as I say it, you can hear how it doesn't pack any punch. It doesn't deliver anything. But to be honest, that's how a lot of people offer their upsells and package their upsells. What was it missing? It was missing any sort of discount. It was missing any sort of guarantee and any sort of urgency or scarcity. So instead, what I would do is I'd go to my current customers, whether it's over text or in person, and I'd say, hey, Mosquito season's here. A lot of people are adding on a Mosquito plan. And for brand new customers, it's $119 per month. But for current customers, we take $30 off each month. So it's just $89 per month. We'll do the entire property. And if you have any issues with mosquitoes throughout the year, we come back for free and do another treatment. That way you can enjoy your yard this summer. You want to add it on while we're here? Boom, just like that. They get a discount. They're getting it for cheaper. And to make it even better, you need to make sure it's time bound. So you could say, hey, just until 2 weeks from now. So you could say until the end of the month, current customers get it for $30 off per month. And you lock in that price for the rest of the year. That would take it to the next level. The example I gave was just like a B or maybe B plus. That's how you make it A plus, is make it time bound. But if you do that, you get people jumping on it now because they want discounts, they want guarantees, that they want to get things that they need and want, but you just gotta make it right for them. That's how you should do an upsell, whether it's mosquitoes, whether it's rodents, whether it's anything. Always add in a discount, always add in a guarantee. Never just say, here's what the plan is. Do you want it or not? Craft it, doll it up, add frosted, make it really, really good and delicious, and people will jump on it. Hopefully that changes your mindset on how you should present your services. Don't just be like everyone else. People call pest control companies every single day and they hear the same thing of what's included and the plan they get and the prices. What they don't hear is an amazing offer. And if you have an amazing offer, you can just be an average sales guy. You've been a tech for 10 years, you started your own company, you've never had that sales experience, it doesn't matter. If you just have a great offer, people will say yes like crazy because you're giving them something great to say yes to. Work on your offer. If nothing else, just do discounts for now. Just raise your current prices, say it's a higher amount, but but they're going to get it for a discounted amount. Now, to take it to the next level, add in a time bound. So if you just say it's half price forever, then people have no reason to say yes today. So add in a time bound. The easiest way to do that is just connect it with any holidays. There's like holiday almost every like 3 or 4 weeks. So you can always just connect to that. So you could say, you know, it was Christmas, then it was New Year's, then it was Valentine's Day, then St. Patrick's Day, then it's Easter. There's always something coming up. Easter special, Memorial Day special, 4th of July special. Use those holidays, and you can also use seasons. Hey, start of summer, start of spring, end of spring. You can also use school years. You can use anything like that to give a specific label or title to the discount. If it's just half price for no reason, it feels a little fishy. It doesn't feel like there's a reason for me to say yes right now. But if there's a name to it and there's also a time to it, hey, it's a 4th of July special. We're only doing it for the next 2 days for new customers. It's half price for anyone that starts up weekend for the 4th of July. I'm jumping on that right now because I know it's legit. I know it's serious and I know it's real. So I'm not going to wait any more time because I want to get that deal right now. You got a discount, you've got the time bound, and then you have the guarantee. So we guarantee that if X, we do Y. That's how you craft a great offer. Use that with all your services. Start with your general pest plan, then use it for any inbound, any outbound, any upsells, and you can really increase sales rates. You'll realize how much of a facade that any sort of objection really is as far as needing to think about it or talk to a spouse or price shopping. You won't get those anymore. And your sales team, if you incorporate it with them, they'll be closing more deals and they'll be happy because it's a lot easier and they don't need to like, you know, ruffle through a script or get frustrated with anything. You just have a great thing to sell. If you can have a really great offer, anyone can sell it rather than having only a great salesman who can sell an average thing. There you have it. If you're looking for more tips on how to grow a pest company, go to my Instagram page. It's at Landon Daines, and I post every single day on ways to grow, ways to be more efficient, ways to sell better services, higher price services, more profitable services. And so check that out. And if you like this, if it's helpful, leave a comment, leave a like, and follow along. And I'll see you in the next episode.